Last Thursday, I had two conversations in a row that made me step back and think, you know what? I need to make a video about this. Here's what happened. First, I was talking to a colleague who said that her son is feeling lonely at work. He's a recent college grad, he's new to the professional sphere, he's in his first career job, and he's working remotely. He doesn't see his boss or his colleagues. He likes the work, but he feels lonely and also worried that maybe he's not part of things. And also worried that maybe he's not doing things right because he hasn't really gotten a sense of the company culture yet. So he's feeling maybe like he doesn't fit in. Went away from that conversation and I virtually walked into a leadership development program where I was teaching a writing workshop, and one of these new managers asked a wonderful question. He said, "Hey, I manage a team who's all remote. I'm very concerned about creating a sense of community because I know that some of my team members are feeling alone and not included. But we don't get to see each other even on video often." But he emails his team a few times a week, the whole team together. And he said, "Are there ways that I can make intentional writing choices that will show that sense of community and help build that just through written work?" So what did I say? I said, let me get back to you. And now we have this video. So let's talk about how we can increase trust, belonging, and motivation in our teams by building that sense of community. So the good news is we have everything we need to build a sense of community on our teams through writing. We have our team members and we have ourselves. So the two things we're going to concern ourselves with are, number one, how do we bring focus to our team, the team nature of things, and also the team members specifically, instead of focusing on ourselves as leaders. That will build community among the group. And secondly, how can we potentially reduce the fears of team members or build trust together through modeling things ourselves? We can do all of this through our writing. All of this can even happen in an email that doesn't go back and forth, just one piece of writing. All right, so let's go. How can we bring focus to our team members? I've got 3 ideas for you. Number one, use names with intent. Mention people's names when you're talking about ideas and decisions. Not only to show what they contributed and to give them credit, but to show that you're still thinking about them and you remember and they're an important part of the team. A couple quick examples. If we are talking about changing a meeting time or altering an idea, I don't have to say I'm changing the meeting time. I can talk about where it came from in the group. For example, based on Jacqueline's suggestion from last week's huddle, we will now meet at 9:30. Or reflecting on Tim and Layla's emails yesterday, I'm rethinking this concept. So I've brought them into my thinking, kept them active and having an important role in the team. Secondly, it's not just their names we want to call out. We want to call out their expertise. We can recognize what people are good at and give them a sense of importance and show the other team members too, who can you go to if you need help in these areas? Couple quick examples. Perhaps Sasha can take IT-related questions since she's experienced in that area. Or Dwayne, can you please reply to the group with more information on what you learned in the training? Because we know Dwayne has some new skills. I've given Sasha and Dwayne the credit. This is especially useful if you feel like someone on your team is new, shy, not good at talking themselves up, maybe unsure, maybe feeling like they don't fit in. I used to do this, not in a scary way, but when I was teaching college, if I knew that a shy student knew exactly what to say and had the experience, I would consider saying, well, since so-and-so works in this realm, can you tell us more? So it's okay to call people's expertise out and show what they've contributed. The more we do that through emails, people are going to see themselves in the email and see each other in the email and get that sense of a team. Lastly, we can of course use purposeful word choice to accomplish that. Shift the focus away from ourselves and onto our team members through intentional word choice. I looked over an email that I wrote last week and I was a little embarrassed because there were 3 paragraphs and all of them started with the same word. What was it? I. I had started all of my paragraphs with I. That doesn't really sound like a team. We can shift that. We can talk about our team, we, us, the group, the team, all these kinds of words that show that it's everybody. For example, instead of saying in an email, I'd like to follow up on Sarah's idea, we could say, let's follow up on Sarah's idea. Or instead of, I've been thinking about last week's metrics discussion, we could try, when we discussed metrics last week. I've switched from I to us, I to we. And so we're going to keep that sense of community even just through the language choice. And as you know, language can create reality. Language can really give us a sense of truth. And let's show that the truth is that we're all a team. Secondly, a great way to build community, and it can easily be done through writing, is to imagine what our team members might be experiencing, and then kind of bring that up and model that we too have those concerns. So anything I worry about my students, back when I was teaching college, if I worried that they were worried about something, I would show my own worry, my own vulnerability, so that they would get the message, hey, it's okay to be worried, it's okay to be vulnerable. And so what I like to suggest is empathize, then write. Imagine the real experience that your team members might be going through, and then write. What are these real experiences? Things from every day. Is it a snow day? Is there a new COVID regulation? Is there something going on in the city? Is there a holiday? Is something exciting happening? Any of these could have changed the daily reality for our team members. The time they needed to commute, when they had to pick up their kids, things like that. So we can build a sense of community by bringing that all in as part of real life and modeling it through our writing, that we're okay with real life and we're okay with vulnerability. So a few examples of what a leader could write in a regular email checking in with their group are as follows. We could start an email on a Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. I know the snow slowed me down during my errands, and I hope it didn't affect your commute too badly this morning. Just showing, like, we know snow impacts things. You might be worried but afraid to bring it up, so I'm going to bring it up. We could say, hey, last week we did a great job in the session. And then I might add on, I was a little nervous about X and Y, but we rocked it. Why would I bring that up? Well, just show that it's okay to be nervous, and it's okay to say that you're nervous. So we're recognizing these different feelings team members might have and validating them. Maybe you're sending an agenda out. Here's the agenda for Thursday's meeting. Then you could add on, I'm really looking forward to talking with you all because I've been feeling isolated working at home. Maybe we worry our team members feel isolated but are nervous to say it. Well, I can say I feel isolated, and then they will feel it's okay to say that. Or lastly, schedules. We're coming up on Easter. Maybe it's going to impact schedules because Easter might mean different days off for people's children. And so let's recognize, yeah, that's going to be a stressful time for parents. We can call that out. We can model it. You know, my kids have this day off. I'm going to have to adjust in this way, and show that it's okay to have those conversations. We're a community of real people with real lives. Okay, so consider those ideas when you write to your team, how to center your team instead of yourself. Center the individuals on your team to highlight them and what they've done. And then imagine the real, imagine what they're going through, and model what you need to make sure that they feel comfortable bringing up worries and conversations. Okay, so I would love to hear from you if you try some of these out. You could pop something in the comments. Let us know what you said to your team to build that community. I'll see you soon.